Welcome in, welcome in. This is Wings of Whimsy with Ryan, of course. I also go by the stage name of Trippy, but today we're just going by Ryan just because I can. So for the podcast, it's basically going to be me talking about my personal experiences and things that I get to go through every day. And I know that it's going to be boring at times, but I also know that it's going to be fun at times. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for stopping in and saying hello, of course. Um, yeah, this is Wings of Whimsy. Let's get started. So today's episode is going to be about focus. We're going to call this the focus episode. Why? Because I feel like I have a lot of trouble focusing. I feel like a lot of people have trouble focusing in their life, and so do I. Of course, everybody does at some point. And right now, I feel like there's a bunch of things going on in my life that I can't like single out to which one I want to focus on. As in, like, so first off, I got my acting that I've been doing. I've been doing acting, I've been doing music, I've been doing writing, I've been doing producing. I just started this podcast. I'm doing a lot of stuff. And a lot of this is basically just me going out on a whim and trying a bunch of different things and hoping that I get to enjoy some of it, okay? Um I don't like the way this is set up. I basically have to sit this freaking close for it to work. Ha! But that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, no. So I've been see just right there. I lost focus. Dang, Ryan, you need to keep focus. Um, so I've been focusing on a lot of things. I've been focusing on acting, voice acting, music production, live performances. I've been doing writing, reading. I have been doing so freaking much that I need to narrow it in to one thing. And I guess that's a big problem with my ADHD is I have a lot of friggin' stuff that I want to do, but I can't narrow down into one thing at a time. They say you got to get really good at one thing first to be able to progress through and see if it's worth pursuing. So I got to get really good at pursuing what I want to do first. So first off, this year I'm starting out with the podcast. I'm starting out with the vlog. I've been recording every Saturday until I get it perfect. And with this setup, the way that I have it, I feel like I have it perfect. Okay, like no, not my standard of perfect is different from other people's standard of perfect, right? So I got the room boarded up, right? Patted that down. It's okay. It does what it needs to do. There's still a little bit more that I want to add to it so that there's a little more noise suppression so I don't have to have microphones all around me to pick up sound. I just have to have the one sitting off somewhere. Number two, I started setting up all of my live equipment inside of my studio so that I can practice on my live performance, on live things, and basically any kind of music genre. Number three, I got my vocal booth set back up. A vocal booth is basically where you go in and it's kind of like a sound treated space where sound is almost hard to get in and really hard to get out, right? So I can scream and stuff inside that microphone booth and it won't disturb my neighbors because I live in an apartment complex which I'm trying to move out of. See, my focus is scattered all across. It's everywhere right now. I can't even believe it. But um yeah, I held focus there for a couple weeks. I started recording every Saturday till I felt more confident in putting out the recording, putting out what I'm doing and fully record an episode of Wings of Whimsy. It took me, what is it, the 20 something? It's the 20 something of January. But so basically, it took me about 20 days to get everything boarded up and perfect the way that I wanted it to go. Um, and here we are. Episode 1, focus. Um, so I feel like I've been doing pretty good. I might like move camera angles and stuff like that and make little tweaks here and there to the podcast, but that's okay because eventually I'm going to have guests in here. And once I show that I have more focus in on this podcast, I feel like there's going to be more opportunity for guests to come in, which is awesome, which is great. I hope that people see it, watch it, and take something from it, especially this episode, episode 1, focus. I have something very, dang, that's loud. But that's okay. That's okay. So I hope that people can draw inspiration from this episode specifically too, because I have an issue with focus, and everybody has an issue with focus. Here's some of the things that I did to overcome the not being able to focus. Um, Number one, I started exercising regularly. Every day this year, and last year, I started exercising after work, no matter what. I always get home from work and I do a good exercise and then I eat a healthy meal. And it's been helping reset my body to a space that I want to be at. Like just this morning, I worked out, I got in the shower, I did my makeup, I got on the stream, and I started recording for the podcast. And it's going to help regulate and focus myself. So exercise daily helps with that. I'm not saying that you have to exercise. I'm just saying adding something to your routine that you do every day is gonna help you regulate yourself into something that you want to do, right? So for example, I wanted to start this podcast. Every Saturday, I have been working out, doing my makeup, getting the camera set up, and sitting down and doing the podcast and trying to like set a normal schedule for what I want that to be, you know? Um, and I'm doing pretty good about it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm doing pretty good on it. This is the first one that I feel real confident about posting and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Number 2, your diet. Of course, if you eat like crap, you're gonna feel like crap. Okay, that's just the way it is. Like, I despise the fact that I have to eat the same thing every day. But I'm not gonna lie, eating the same thing every day has been helping me move forward with my weight loss journey, with waking up at a certain time every single day and doing something every single friggin' day, like working out and doing the podcast every week. It helps regulate your system so that you're not sitting there begging for the nutrition that you need or want, right? So, starting with your diet. So, number 1, regularity. That goes along with your diet because you want to eat this stuff every day. And I know there's going to be days that you're going to want to sit and you're not going to want to eat that. You're going to want to be like, "Oh, I just want some like fried chicken or like a donut." No. 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 You're going to have to break yourself out of that and keep the regularity of it. For me personally, I eat like 2 eggs a day. Maybe I splurge on a little bit of homemade ramen noodles because the pasta is like gluten free and stuff like that. And then I eat like sometimes I'll eat some vegetables, as in like carrots or celery and stuff like that. And maybe I'll eat some like white rice that I steamed up or something, and it'll be a good like protein thing. I don't like the fact that I can't eat chicken anymore, and it's not that I can eat chicken. It just helps me regulate and lose weight because I can prep certain foods for the week and know that they're there. When I get home, I can just reach in the fridge and grab 2 eggs and maybe a scoop of rice, and I'm talking like a half a cup, maybe a cup of rice, and then I can boil up some noodles, season them, and then make me a like ramen dish, knowing that it has this X amount of calories or this X amount of carbs. And that's what I have to burn to be able to keep the weight off, right? So starting with your meals and regulating stuff like that and thinking that way is going to help you progress into what you want to do, as in like your body, right? Your body's going to turn and shape into the way that you want it to shape into. That goes along with your sleep schedule. I know people hate to hear this, but you have to sleep regularly. You can't just go out there with 2 hours of sleep every night thinking you're going to look great, feel great, be great. No, we are not 16 anymore. And if you are 16 and you're watching this, get out of here. Okay, this is for adult talk right now. Okay, this is legit for like 18 and older. All right, maybe 21. I might draw the line at 21. Won't be not able to drink and be listening to my podcast because live your life. Okay. Um, Number two is food, of course. Keep your food regulated. Number three is your sleep. Make sure that you're sleeping enough. My body works great off of 5 to 6 hours of sleep. If I get more than that, I get a little groggy. Okay, let's be honest. But let's say I get 8 hours of sleep. I feel fine. I'm a little groggy in the morning, but I feel fine. My body's well rested. I'm good to go. If I get 5 to 6 hours of sleep, my brain is on high alert. It's ready to go. I wake up, I take my shower, I get ready. I know exactly what the day is going to consist of, and I can move forward with being me and doing great. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we're going to keep those in order there. Number four, of course, is going to be practice, practice, practice. You're going to practice your hobbies every single day that you can. Every day that you can. I try my best to get in here and talk for even like 20 to 30 minutes about how my week went, what went down, and how I'm going to do these things, right? So practice, 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 practice. And I know that it seems really repetitive, and there's some days you don't want to, or some days that you don't want to get into the booth and talk, and too bad. Too bad. Go out there, practice it, do it. If I do this every Saturday, I'm going to get used to seeing this setup every Saturday. And I'm going to know that this is what I want to do. This is how it's going to go. This is how long it's going to take. If I get this practice in now, then there's room for improvement on the future. And that's what I'm going for, is the improvement. I need that improvement in my life so that I can basically focus better on my goals and what I want to do. Just like this podcast. If I can focus in on this and do this every week for even just 30 minutes, then I know that I'm going to progress and become better at it. Does that make sense? That totally makes sense in my brain anyway. Yeah, so we're just going to go back to rule number one, of course, is going to be your regularity. You're going to make sure you want to keep everything going. Do it every single day. For example, exercise, right? You're going to want to exercise every single day, except for your rest days if you take rest days. I mean, I don't take rest days, but they say that you should take rest days. And keeping that regularity is going to help. Also, working. I go to work every single day, and it annoys me because I don't want to be there. But every time I get out of that car, I just get a big full. I'm here. I'm here. I might as well do it, get it over with, and at the end of the day, there's a sense of, well, at least you made money. That's a big thing for me, is at least you made money today. Um, Number two, of course, was your diet. We're going to focus on your diet too. Like I said, I eat the same thing every day, and you're not going to want to eat the same thing every day and every hour of the day. Sometimes I'm not even hungry at like 9 o'clock, especially for the same food that I've been eating for like 3 or 4 days, right? Oh my gosh, 2 eggs, a cup of rice, and some ramen. Oh, I'm so sick of it. But I do it anyway because I know if I wake up and I'm craving something like a donut or something like that, I can't have it. I'm not allowed to have that type of um, yeast, that type of sugar, that type of, breading. I'm not supposed to have it, but it's okay, like, to to be upset that you can't have it. As in, like, I don't get raging so mad that I don't have it, but I do, like, go, oh, you know what I mean? Oh, that donut's freaking bad. But I'm not allowed to have it. And it's okay because then I'll just go eat like a hard boiled egg or something like that and know the calories in it and know the weight and know everything behind it. So that's number two. Number two is your diet. Keeping your diet solid. Also, like, I don't eat at work. Like, I should eat at work. Should change, but I don't because my calorie count consistently is a certain amount, right? It's a numbers game. That's what it is. So keeping that regularity in my diet helps me remind myself that I'm doing better and I'm getting fitter and I'm feeling better when I can diet properly. Number three, of course, what was number Number three was your exercise. Do something regularly that makes you want to get up and do stuff. I remember on, I think, Tuesday, because Tuesdays are always my bad days. I remember on Tuesday, I really didn't want to work out. I came home and I was like, if I don't work out, then I don't get to eat. It's a numbers game. Again, it's not like I'm starving myself. I do have an eating disorder, but it's like, it's not bad, okay? I weigh what I'm supposed to weigh. And, like, I keep my diet consistent, so don't worry about it. But I came home on Tuesday and I was like, man, I don't want to work out. Who wants to work out every single day? Who wants to do that? Well, me. If the body that I want is gonna happen, then I gotta work out every single day. Darn. You know what I mean? So I ended up working out. I ended up getting it done. I felt better afterwards, of course. I got done with it and I was like, well, that wasn't as bad as you said it would be. That's actually pretty good. You did pretty good, man. And, like, I'm getting used to it again, you know? I took a couple breaks off the holidays just a couple months ago, right? I stopped working out and I kept my diet up, but I stopped working out, and I was getting really, 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 really depressed. Any of my friends will tell you, yeah, he was getting pretty depressed. But it's the truth. I was getting really, 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 really depressed and really down on myself for not being able to keep up with the expectations that I had set for myself for the entire year, right? Um, and it was only like a 2 month break too. Like, I felt really terrible about just like a 2 month break. So, um, I broke my consistency and I felt terrible about it because I stopped working out. And I was posting all these depressive things, and I had a couple, I would say like one or two friends that reached out and were like, "Hey man, are you okay?" Which I thank you guys for checking on me. Of course, not a lot of people did check on me, or I had just a few people that were just sending me like, "Thinking of you," right? Like, or like, "Here, hope this post makes you feel better." Now, all right, I'm down. I'm not feeling great. It's okay to not feel great at times, you know? Like, I didn't feel good, and it was simply because I didn't keep my consistency up, you know? So starting in January, of course, on the New Year's, I made a resolution. I said, you know what? You're going to have to start working out again. You're going to have to do this every single day. Ugh. And if you do this every day, you're going to feel better about yourself. And I said, brain. Right. And I started doing it again. I started working out every day. It's been at least like 3 weeks, I think, like 3 or 4 weeks that I have been back on my consistent schedule. Yes. And I'm feeling better about myself. I'm not getting as bad body dysmorphia as I was there for a while, so that's helping a lot. Thank you all for sending whatever you did send me. Of course, I can't say anything specific, right now because focus. But yeah, the exercise definitely helped me out when I wasn't feeling great about myself. So just remember, you want to stay with your consistent health and make sure that you're feeling correct. Okay, that's for number 3. Number 4, practice, 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 and keep practicing. Like every day I get in here and I don't want to do this stuff. Like I keep looking at the screen. I'm like, is this over yet? Because I'm running out of things to talk about. But I'm in here and I'm doing it. I'm focused on doing this podcast and keeping up what I want to keep up because I have to. And if I do this every Saturday, it's going to get easier for me to talk about this stuff and for me to like move forward from this stuff, okay? So if I just focus up and do it, it's good. Practice, 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 practice. Staying busy, staying on it, right? Um I remember at work, right? I was standing around at work. I got done with all of the finished goods that I had to pack out, and I just like was working on cleaning up, right? Cleaning up my area, cleaning up everything that I was working on. And my supervisor comes by, and she gave me a little bit of like, why are you guys cleaning up so early? And I explained. I said, well, it takes about 30 minutes for us to clean up. The reason I say about is because I've practiced this area specifically for months, okay? And I know that it takes at least 20 to 30 minutes to clean up this area. We work around metal shavings and stuff like that. So it's really tiny bits of stuff. So it takes a minute for us to be able to clean this entire area and get it cleaned up to a point where the next shift coming in will be satisfied with it. Okay? And she said okay, and she moved on forward to the next line to go get those numbers and record those numbers. And I just thought in my brain, I was like, well, it does take 30 minutes to do this. I've been doing this every single day, consistently, over and over and over and over and over, and practice makes perfect. So the more I've been doing this, the more I realize, yeah, it does take about 20 to 30 minutes to clean this area up. The practice of it totally helped me out in that way. Um, it's not like I sat there and I wanted to do it for like 30 minutes, but I did. And it helped me out in the end because I knew that it was going to take me that long. And it did. It took me about 30 minutes to clean up the area. And I was like, what? Like, my work ethic is here. Like, my work ethic is on it. I'm on that. Like, I am on it. Um, Practice makes perfect. So consistency. Just remember this stuff, and I hope that it helps you out throughout the week. I hope it helps you like get through the week and stay focused on your goals because that's what I'm trying to do right now. So freaking bad is stay focused. All right. So stay consistent, y'all. Stay loving. Be on it. Follow those 4 little steps. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, that like button. If you're listening to me on any other listening audio sources, as in like Audible, Spotify, anything like that on those podcasts, hit that freaking 5 stars. Apple Podcast, all that stuff. Hit me out with that 5 stars. Hit me with 5 stars. Hit me with the download. Help me out a lot. Okay, go over to my Patreon and subscribe there to get a look at some of my music. Of course, I'm on SoundCloud, and my music's going to be out on Spotify and Pandora as soon as I can get a subscription in and find some producers. But just remember to stay focused, stay up, stay trippy. This is Wings of Whimsy, and I love y'all. Take it easy.